getting started, I got more goals. Looking for the peso.
2K TV here with Anthony Davis. In your intro press conference to the Lakers, you said that you hopped right on 2K.
The Heat came into the building looking sharp. But
Oh, God.
yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Nikola Jokic. Red Van Vliet out there with Carter. Then there's Marvin Bagley. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, they've got Griffin. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Favors. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Covington in at the 3, the small forward. Carter, the pass to Van Vliet. And tonight's game may be won or lost on that front line, Smitty. What makes for an effective front court tandem, do you think?
I think, first of all, that tandem can switch on pick and rolls. That tandem can shoot the basketball and also make plays somewhat like a guard. But the biggest thing is if they can rebound and able to guard smaller guys, this will make them great.
Interesting. The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Outside, Bagley. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Yeah, and Bagley has the reputation for showing variety. Can score in a different way on each possession.
First quarter, just over a minute played. To the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Favors. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Nuggets in Denver. Van Vliet with it. Griffin's there. Van Vliet finds Carter. Count that one from Van Vliet.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Griffin passes to Porzingis. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Carter. Great D that time from Favors. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
Well, so much of it.
Whoa, hammering it in.
Can you believe that move? That is power. That is grace. That is awesome.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, it's Gay on the wing. Outside, Covington. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Favors. Rebound by the Heat. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
An interconference matchup. Last season, they went 2-0 against this club.
Now here's Van Vliet. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Denver. Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the jam by Rudy Gay.
I like Rudy Gay on that play, being very aggressive and showing people how to get it done.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Van Vliet. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Now here's Griffin. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
and he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Porzingis against Jokic. 5 to shoot. A shot off that time.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Miami ahead, leading by a point. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Robert Covington. Favors is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Griffin, and it's Gay in at the 2. Van Vliet kicks to Morris, and the pass to Carter. Pulls it up. And that's collected by Gay. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Celtics in Boston.
And you look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players other teams have missed?
They do a great job with their player development. They also do a great job identifying players with great character. They have guys who work extremely hard. They have great coaching, and they teach. But more importantly, what they do, GA, they give you confidence. And that's where I think the Spurs separate from other organizations.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Gay scanning before. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Great D that time from Bagley. Miami trailing. Down low. Vince Carter the bucket on the assist by Morris.
And how about the setup? Man, Morris keeping his head up. Beautiful assist.
Porzingis passes to Gay. Spurs passing it around. Here's Covington. Back to Porzingis. Covington against Bagley. Stolen by Van Vliet. Morris outside, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Jokic kicks to Van Vliet. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Derek Favors, and only 6 feet tall in shoes. Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Now here's Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Gay with it, picked up by Bagley. Goes back up. No good from Gay. The Heat have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. To the inside. Bagley with the bucket. And the Heat lead by 3.
And he's just an attacking player. A guy who doesn't mind a little contact. Bagley there with a strong finish.
Gay dishes to Griffin. Shot to stop the run. And Griffin slams it in.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Carter finds Van Vliet. And Griffin sends it back.
I love the defensive intensity from Blake Griffin on that play.
Here's Van Vliet. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Griffin. Over to the wing. Here's Porzingis. The shot that time, not on target. Good defense by Jokic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period with 3. And that's a wrap with the third.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Van Vliet. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Red Van Vliet out there with Carter. Then it's Bagley, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Morris in at the 3. Now here's Bagley. Lock at 6. And it's off from three-point range.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Smitty, here's an interesting question. Over the next 5 years, which player wins the most MVPs?
You know, I think it's Giannis. He's looking like the favorite right now because the way he's playing, he has a possibility to win the MVP now. And then I think also because of his age, he's the one guy. And also Anthony Davis could catch Giannis. He has that type of talent.
Now here's Griffin. Vince Carter missing his last shot. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And a minute played as the second half gets going. To the paint, it's deflected. Bagley the pass to Carter. Over Gay. Miami no good on that time either. San Antonio trailing here. Lets it go from 14. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 5 rebounds tonight. It's Vince Carter on the wing. To the middle, here's Griffin, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Heat. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Blake got out and ran in transition, made it look so easy.
Into the third we go, 2 minutes in now. Morris kicks to Carter. To Jokic, lets it go from deep. Miami no good on that time either. San Antonio leading. Griffin passes to Gay. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Griffin. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
Griffin dishes to Favors. Outside Covington. Gay outside, 6 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. That shot by Griffin, no good.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
Passes to Van Vliet. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. And stolen by Gay. In transition, here comes San Antonio.
Gay is a high-activity player, someone who is constantly moving his hands, being rewarded for his efforts.
Van Vliet kicks to Carter. Tipped away. Griffin with the steal. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Spurs leading by 3. Pass to Porzingis. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Now the pass to Gay. Inside, Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
That is in Blake Griffin's DNA, dunking on guys.
Van Vliet with it. Pass to Jokic. Over Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Heat. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Favors is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Griffin. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the San Antonio 5.
Well, one thing the Heat have been terrific at the last few years, protecting the rim.
The Heat have taken an old-school approach to the center position, choosing physical intimidators over floor spacers.
Now, here is Morris. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. Morris passes to Van Vliet. Back to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Over Favors.
The work ethic that Favors has on defense is commendable. His energy is infectious to the rest of his teammates.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Now here's Porzingis. Feeds to Favors. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years in running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
And Griffin sends it back. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
You know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture.
Here's Van Vliet following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Outside Griffin. Passes it to Gay. Here's Porzingis. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. Smitty, we know that's your alma mater. Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Brent Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
Well, Smitty, the league's unveiled a new way for fans to watch. 99 cents. You get a 10-minute viewing pass for every out-of-market game. That's something.
I love it, Kevin, because I think a lot of times with social media, people are start talking about a game, and you can jump right in and get a chance to catch the most important part of the game.
And making it so affordable.
Yes, indeed. 99 cents. That sounds good to me.
Now, here's Jokic. To halt the run. Bagley the pass to Jokic. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Spurs.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Blake Griffin.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Morris with the bucket.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
And it's the Spurs ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Now here's Porzingis. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. All right, David.